That's good, right? Number 3 is the professional sleeper. Now this is a job I can get behind. Who doesn't love to have some sleep? In places like Finland, some hotels have an unusual way of making sure that their rooms are up to standard. They hire a professional sleeper to spend one night in each room. When they're vacant, of course, otherwise that would be weird. The sleeper then rates each bed and will identify which rooms are uncomfortable. Professional sleepers can also find work with sleep researchers. All they need to do is literally just go to sleep while researchers observe their brainwaves. Even NASA is in on this, hiring professional sleepers to stay in bed for days at a time to see what the long-term effects would be on astronauts traveling to Mars. I just realized that sounds like astronauts are traveling to Mars on their beds. I meant beds inside the spaceship, in case you didn't catch that. Just clearing that up. Okay, moving on. Number 2 is a vomit cleaner. Have you ever watched those people on roller coasters throwing up everywhere? No, me neither. Really though, have you ever wondered where the vomit goes? Besides all over the people on the ride, I mean, this is why I don't ride roller coasters. That stuff doesn't just clean itself up, somebody has to do it. That's the job description of a vomit cleaner. Yum yum! Some amusement park owners specifically hire vomit cleaners to do this thankless job. This involves not just cleaning the rides, but identifying where vomit lands from above. Sometimes it's on the walkway or on a rail, but other times it's on the roof. The vomit cleaner must get to these places to keep each park from smelling foul. So the next time you throw up in an amusement park, don't feel bad. You're actually keeping someone in a job and contributing to the employment market. It's good for your country. Noble person. And number 1 is a professional mourner. Funerals are, of course, tragic events and emotionally draining. Well, unless you're being paid to pretend to be sad, then it's a hoot! Professional mourners were all the rage thousands of years ago, but in some Asian countries, the practice is still carried out. In China, for example, professional mourners are trained to sing the equivalent of hymns, and even in some cases, bring a band with them. Okay, everyone, get the drums and guitars ready. We're right over Grandma. Here we go. And a 1 and a 2. In the United Kingdom, there are businesses which also rent out professional mourners to families. This is usually to increase numbers at a funeral to make the ceremony larger than it would have been. In some cases, it's because many of the deceased's friends or relatives are no longer alive, or they just weren't a very loved person. That's sad. But for a small amount of money, you can send them off in style, even if they were a serial killer. What a lovely sentiment. So there you go, the 10 weirdest jobs on earth. If you guys want a job and you can't find one, maybe apply for these. I'm not saying you'll get it, but if you do, at least you'll make some money. But you'll be spending it on therapy bills, so maybe it's not worth it.
Oh, this is gonna be such an ordeal, but it's not. It's real. I'm here. This is splendid.
No, it's amazing. Well, I'm glad you're comfortable. Make sure you had a water, you know.
I got a good water. The place is actually not that cold. You said it was gonna be cold. I'm not cold.
Yeah.
I'm wearing if you're watching this, I'm wearing a tank top too.
Do you ever have that anxiety? Like, how do you fight do you find that you have anxiety day to day, or just when you have big projects? Like, what's it like in Lily's head?
So before my life really started to get crazy, so I'd say like maybe 2-ish years ago, I never had anxiety. Honestly, I was always able to just wrap my head around things and be like, all right.